Hey guys, and welcome to another Building 101 video. Today is episode 20, I think, and we will be looking at the swamp biome. So, the swamp biome is probably one of the most hated biomes out of pretty much everyone on Minecraft, which it is definitely everyone, because a lot of people do like it, including me, and I'm going to change your ways and the way you think of this. So, in the latest update 1.7, where they did all the biomes and stuff, they did something to the swamp biome which I couldn't find, but they did it very minuscule to the swamp biome. They added sort of a swampy-like feel to some parts of the shoreline here, and I will recreate that for you. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about beforehand. But we're going to take a section of the swamp biome, and we're going to look at a few things to transform it. One, the landscape. We want it to look like a swamp biome, so we will. Two, I'm going to show you lily pad techniques. 3, some custom trees. Plus, we'll mess around with the river here. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to do some cool custom swamp trees and how and where they should be placed. So let's get started. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. I just recreated it for you. Sometimes it could be a little bit larger, but it's usually around this size here. And they did it in patches, and I think it should be around the whole biome, if anything, somewhere in the middle here. It's a really cool look. It's very random. It's very swamp-like, and sometimes you can change this and make it how the snapshot didn't make it. You can make bigger gashes. So you see this, there's only 3 blocks missing. Maybe I can add 5. Maybe I can connect this here and do that. Maybe make it even larger and make it go back. So yeah, that's what you can do with these. I'm going to do it some more around here, and I will show you how it looks. And there you have it. So you see I added some lily pads there. This is a nice technique that I like to use to make the lily pads look more realistic. I guess you could say this is how I see it. If there's some kind of current going in and filling all of these holes here, you're going to assume that some of the stuff being pushed, whether it's twigs, dirt, whatever, it's going to push the lily pads. So you want to have the lily pads sort of in a designated area. And these over here, how they are now, chunk error, are fine. You know, they're good. That's just randomly generated. But I like to do this, and that's pretty cool to me. So here's the little look, and you also see that I put some trees in there. That's what swamps do. They grow in the water and look really cool. So yeah, there's the lily pad technique. So we got 2 out of the 3 things that I wanted to show you. Well, actually 4 if we're going to do the floor or the seabed right here. I'm going to show you 2 custom trees that I'm going to put right there and replace that one. And you can use this in water, out of water, make this look really cool. So here we go. Okay, so how do you want to start this tree? Well, you want to sort of make some kind of cone shape with the base of the cone obviously down here. So, you know, let's say that's the cone shape. Then and it goes up like this. Then yeah, do that. So not inverted. So what you want to do is not make an actual cone or a randomized cone. You want to make sort of a claw that sticks into the ground. So here we go. Don't worry about the landscape. You can always mess with that later. So let's say that's a claw. There's some kind of claw, and that should do it. You can even do that. So now what you want to do is, you can always improvise later, like I said. So if stuff looks bad or you don't like it, just don't worry about it. Or, well, worry about it, but you know, wait till we're done. So just do stuff like this. Random claw making. You can again go down here, improvise with some water, and like that. So there we go. Okay, I did some trimming to my liking. You guys can do the same. So that's what it looks like. We got a nice claw shape now. It's swamp, so there's going to be a lot of water. This trunk's going to be really bulky. Now it's up to you to how tall, how short, how you want the branches to be, but I'm going to show you one of my examples. So I'm just going to maybe drag it up to there. I'm going to take some branches off like this, like that, and then go up a little bit And even do the same here. Maybe. Like that. Bring it like that. And then there we go. I think we got something cool looking here. You can even bring that down to mess around with it a little bit. So there we go. We got our thing without the leaves on it. Now you put the leaves on it. So as I'm putting the leaves on it, I'm making mental notes of what I have to do next and what I have to do while I'm doing it. Droopy leaves, really cool, and I love doing droopy leaves. Droopy leaves are something like that. Wrap it around, and then you want some vines, of course, and you have to be thinking afterwards, like, should I put some stuff down below, some leaves over here, and that's up to you. That's personal preference. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Some people like to, but I really like the swamp tree. I like the claw effect. Droopy leaves, fill that in there, and do a wraparound. Every time I do a wraparound in a tree, you will always find stuff like that that might need to be fixed. Droopy leaf. Okay, let's get out a vine just to have it. Okay, let's do a walk around again. That's not bad. You could keep that there. Yeah, we could start adding some vines here. Some vines down here to cover up this, which isn't, you don't really need to cover it up, but still. And there you go. Once those vines grow, it'll look really cool. So there is your swamp tree. You can make that smaller. I might have made it a little too large, but really it works. It doesn't matter how large you make it. So yeah, just don't make it super large. But yeah, there is your swamp tree. You can use this here. You can use that there. Doesn't really matter. These chunk errors. Did I really have F3 on? I'm sorry. But yeah, you can make the swamp tree look any way you want just by changing the claws down below and making this a little higher, smaller, I guess. But this is probably the smallest size you want to go, and the largest size for the smallest tree. So yeah, that's that. I will be back with another thing to do. Now, swamps used to be the pinnacle of clay and where to get them. But now we have mesas, so not many people will come to the swamp. So if you want people in your server to come to your swamp to steal your clay, well, you have to mix it up a little bit and make it hard for them. So you see the blocks that I have here: dirt, stone, andesite, which is my new favorite block from the snapshots, gravel, and clay. So clay and stone possibly should be the most abundant here when you're doing your randomization. And then andesite and gravel should be the second most abundant, and then dirt, I guess, is sort of your neutral block. So here we go. You can also use these blocks for pathways, which is what I do, and if you saw my last daily tip video, that's what I used. I used sand instead of dirt. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some patches of clay, not very difficult. See, they're looking better already. Some patches of clay, and you can go in here and do all of that. I'm not going to, just for the sake of time. I might do this over here, but yeah, you guys can do that. So let's go here, like that. So you see, just random placements, even under the trees, good effect. It just shows that when people come to your world or your creative world, whatever, they show that you really, went in detail going under the tree and getting every possible space to make this thing look beautiful. So yeah, I love swamp biomes. You guys should too after this, and it's very fun just to transform a swamp biome and do all that. I've done this a few times in a creative world just for fun, and I think on a server. So yeah, there we go. We got that there. I might do a little trimming that looks like a little too much. I might cut off like a block there, and a block somewhere else, but that's pretty good. I'm going to fill this in with the stone, the andesite, and we'll finish it off with the gravel. Hello, rain. Okay, that's what we have now. We have some stone and some andesite. You can't really see it, but I believe that's andesite. That over there is andesite. Ooh, look at that. That looks pretty. Take a picture of that. Maybe thumbnail. You never know. So this is what we have so far. There's one more thing that you can do, since this is looking kind of flat. You can make some dips into here, like so. Just little tiny ones. Maybe some more. I mean, you definitely want to do this. I mean, I'm working with random terrain, but this is what you want to do. And you don't want to do this too much because swamp is mostly going to be flat. Mostly, I guess, the water. So, again, everything's up to you. Look how bright it is here. Is that a glitch? I don't know. But, yeah, you can do this to mix it up a little bit. And you guys can find new techniques of your own to mess with this biome. So I'm just going to add a few more pieces of gravel to my liking. End it off right here. I did a few over there. Nope. Didn't ruin it. Okay. Gravel. Gravel. You guys get the point. Just for the sake of time, I will stop. And I think I put some gravel over there. So that's what we have now. I have successfully told you how to transform a swamp biome to look amazing. And I think this looks really cool. So, again, the things, let's go through an overview. What do you need to do for the shoreline? That, definitely that. You can make some of the gashes larger, you can make it go back more, you can even make little patches of these, you know, right over there. It doesn't really matter. 2, lily pads. You want them to be pushed like a current's pushing them towards this area or towards this area, whatever you want. So that looks cool. And also reeds and tall grass is cool. You can put that around. I'd probably put a lot more tall grass here, but I didn't for the sake of time. Trees. You want to use the claw effect for the trunk down below to show that it's, you know, really sucking up a lot of water, I guess. And here's how the leaves look, and also some vines would be cool. And also one thing that I didn't mention, but we have a pretty good terrain already. The terrain can be pretty much however you want, but whenever you see these caves here, you want to cover that up and make it look like a nice sort of flat and kind of hilly terrain like it is now. And again, you can make patches of these, which I probably would, to make this swamp biome look really cool. And also, I'd get rid of all of these trees and remake them. So yeah, that's the swamp biome. Please tell me what you guys think down below. Send some pictures if you do it for yourself. And yeah, that's about it. Like the video if you enjoyed, it helps me out a ton. Subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time.